What's going on, guys? It's your boy Michael back with another video today, and in this video I'm going to show you how to play my solo for the Mark Holcomb solo competition. So if you guys haven't heard, GearGods.net is running a solo contest and Mark Holcomb is selecting the winner of it. You have to play a solo over the solo section in Periphery's song The Price is Wrong. So check that out. I'll put an annotation right here so you can find a link to that. So this is how you play my solo for it. So for starters, we're going to start off with the key that it's in. Now, it's not exactly in like any set key. The chords that they play are a C sharp, an E, and a B sharp. I'll get to that in a second why it's a B sharp and not a C. But they don't really play full chords, it's just sort of like roots. So you have some creative freedom over what you're doing over it. So the safest key you can play in is C sharp harmonic minor, because that fits, all three of those chords fit into that scale. So what that scale is: C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B sharp, and C. And the reason it's B sharp and not C, I'm sorry, C sharp is the last note I should have said. The reason it's B sharp and not B, this note, is because if you take an Aeolian scale or a natural minor scale, you have this B right here, like that. But you're raising the 7th degree, so it's a B sharp. So that's the safest key you can play in. I use that scale for my solo, and I also use the C sharp melodic minor scale, which all you do is you raise the A of that scale to an A sharp. So it sounds like this. And Periphery has been known to use both of those scales in their music. So let's just get right into the solo. I started off with like a slide into a bend. I start on an E on the B string, the 17th fret, and slide up to the 24th fret and bend up a half step and give it this weird vibrato. So it kind of, I really like the sound of it. It sounds really spooky and kind of alien. Kind of reminds me of like when you're watching Scooby-Doo and you expect like a ghost to be around the corner or something. It's almost like a spooky shriek. So it sounds like this. I think that sounds really cool. And then you bend that up, and you pick again and bend up to a, so you're bending to a B sharp, and then you bend up again to a C sharp. Like that. Then you have this little half step slide into a G sharp before going into the next part of the lick. Now what that is it starts on the 14th fret of the B string, and then goes down to the 4th degree of the scale, the F sharp, and you sort of do this like palm muted chromatic walk up. And you want to bleed these two notes together, and then slide that same shape up to the 17th fret, and down to the 5th fret, and then you want to end it with a G sharp major triad, and then a pinch harmonic on the B sharp, bending up to a C. So that's a very Mark Holcomb-esque lick, I think, that whole thing. It's probably like the most Mark Holcomb lick I use in the solo, I would say. The next lick starts on the E of 1 rhythmically. So if you think 16th notes, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a, it goes. So it starts with an A-Lydian shape. And then when you're playing the two dead notes, also I should note that I downstroke both of them. I find it sounds more percussive that way than doing an upstroke and a downstroke. So, and right here is where I use the melodic minor scale. So we move up to the C sharp, and it's like a C sharp minor 6 shape. And then we tap this note on the 21st fret of the G string and pull off and do a little like half step bend and release on the 20th fret. So like this. And then we sort of play like a little harmonic minor sounding, almost like an Alan Holdsworthy sounding lick. And then we end it with that bend from the D sharp up to the E. And we kind of cut it off early. Gives it a cool effect, I think. Then the last lick is super spooky sounding. It's got this little So what that is we're doing the we throw in the flat fifth interval here, which kind of gives like a bluesy sound usually, but in this context I think it sounds kind of spooky. That G right there, and then it goes into this legato run where none of these notes, only the first note of this is picked. It's got some chromaticism going on there. And then the very last part is a 64th note lick, which involves sweeping and hammer-ons and pull-offs. And it's on the 7th string, on the 10th fret. You can play it on 6th string, but the end of the lick, you end up moving up to the 24th fret, so it's kind of hard to make that jump. But feel free to go for it if you don't have a 7th string or an 8th string. So it starts off with like an A-Lydian shape. And what this is it's all downstrokes until we get to the D string, and then we do a hammer-on and pull-off lick, and then upstrokes again on the way back down. And then we just move up in position, up a major third, and do the same thing with a minor lick. And we end on that G sharp. So it goes. When you play at the speed with 64th notes, it's really fast. Make sure that last vibrato is very wide. And then you sort of move up to the 21st fret, move up a fourth to that. And you play like a minor major 7 sort of arpeggio without the fifth. Make sure you palm mute those. Those are 8th note triplets, by the way. And then you end it with that bend from the B up to the B sharp, and some heavy vibrato on the end of that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, say something in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to enter into the contest. I hope this helps you guys if you haven't already performed your solo. I hope it gives you some ideas so you can come up with so you have an easier idea of what to look for in your own solo. So yeah, as always guys, peace.